Hello, everybody. Hope you've been having a good day. Sukinode here with another Street Fighter 6 video for you on our road to platinum with Marisa. Um, we are back. I've done quite a few matches. So we are in Gold 5. We are seeing Platinum 1 players that we're getting. We left off with Lost to Kimberly. I've got to lab that character out. And I've been watching videos as well with the Kimberlys, that Marisa's, even high level ones, have issues with her if they don't keep her under control. Um, oh, did we do JP last time? I thought we ended with Marisa. I thought we ended with Kimberly. Hmm. Yeah, because I know we did the Ryu, the E Honda, these two, and then we did yeah. So actually no. Okay, so we haven't done my matches versus the Kimberly. Okay, so I completely forgot. It's actually been the next day since I came back to these. I didn't record them immediately afterwards, so we're gonna see if I can remember all the decisions I made. But I know we didn't do any of the JP matches. I just thought Kimberly had come up. But let's go ahead and get into the matches. This is our first JP that I have fought in ranked at all. JP is another character I'm really interested in. I've probably said this before, but he's probably a character I'm gonna sit down and try to get the platinum with as well. It depends. I'm gonna do like a character like overview for him, and see if I actually like his gameplay. He seems really fun. So yeah, we literally don't know. I have no idea what's dangerous and what's not. So I am just I'm just trying to like feel out this JP because the last JP like zoned me out real hard, and I've never played a JP in ranked, but I played one JP in hub battles, and I did like 10 matches with him, and he just creamed me, and I had no idea what to do. So I've been watching matches against JP though, especially with Marisa. The one thing I found out that is a big flaw in JP's game plan is you can dash through his fireballs. Um, so apparently that's a thing. I know Blanca's Blanca ball goes through his projectiles as well for whatever reason. Um, and other projectiles clash with them. So, so yeah, trying to get my game plan going, but every time I do, I make a mistake and I get pushed far further away. JP feels like a rhythm game. Like they put DJ in here, and DJ like his level 3 super, I think goes to like a beat that you have to keep up. And he's like the rhythm character, but JP also feels like a rhythm character. If like he feels like a character, like let's say there's a game called Warframe. I don't know if any of you know it, but I'm a longtime player of it. There's a character called Octavia, and she has what's called the monochord or the synth chord. It because as she plays music, and you can modify the chord to play different kinds of music. So if you're a, let's say music is your profession and you know how to set up notes, you can literally create your own songs with her chord. And JP feels like that kind of character. He feels like a character where if you're musically inclined, you can set up the rhythm of his projectiles and his zoning tools in a way where the only way the person can get through it is if they can figure out your musical notes. And maybe that's just me, but that's what it looks like. So I'm really interested in playing around with that. Yeah, getting popped. Eh. Now, every time I'm getting hit, it is because I'm trying to slowly inch my way in, and I'm like, and the teleport into grab is so, at least to me, it's so fast, and you don't know when it's coming. So, like, I was at a loss. Um, I'm sitting here like, what do I do with this character? With me as Marissa, his zoning is just overwhelming. And then when I do get in close, he's just as good at combat as I am. So what do I do? Like, yeah, and you saw a couple of times I tried to parry them, just so I didn't have to take the damage. Um, and the reason I'm being really cautious in my approach is because JP has that projectile command grab, and I'm trying to really look out for it. Um, because with JP, it does have a different animation, but you have to actually react to that animation, regardless if it's different. And a lot of high level JPs who I've been watching, a lot of high level JPs do it at point blank range. And at that point, it doesn't matter if you recognize the animation or not. You usually, almost everybody I've seen, even the highest level players, if a JP comes in with a combo and does it at point blank range, everybody gets got. Everybody. So let's go into our match with Kimberly. Like, I am working on the Kimberly matchup. My issue with Kimberly is, and I said a couple of videos ago, I'm the kind of person that likes to solve a problem, and then that problem is solved. It's never a problem again. My issue with Kimberly, I think, is coming in the fact that there is no one solution for anything she does. You just have to be able to react or recognize what she's doing and stop it. But there doesn't seem to be a single solution, at least with Marisa, that allows me to just stop her pressure, right? And even other high level Marisas that have I've watched playing against her, once she gets going, they're kind of at a loss as to what to do either. Most of them won because Marisa does so much damage, and as a more skilled player than me, they were able to capitalize off the one, two, maybe three mistakes she made to do massive damage and take the match. But otherwise, they got hit by the same stuff I got hit by. They got grabbed by the same stuff I got grabbed by. It is definitely a lack of knowledge on my part because they did better against her than me. But it seems when it comes right down to it, they capitalized on her mistakes way better than I did. So I'm gonna have to lab that out and figure out ways to capitalize on that mistake. I tried to DI there, but I didn't get it in time. Her DI hit me before my counter DI could come out. I do believe of all the characters that do well against Marisa, of all the characters in the game, Kimberly is one of the characters that does better against Marisa because she's fat. See, I got him that time. Yeah, I was waiting for it and I caught him that time. But I just don't have enough health to bring the game back without I can't make a mistake. And yeah. And I just wasn't ready for that. So, Kimberly, like I was saying earlier, Kimberly definitely seems like one of those characters that does better against Marisa if she stays in Marisa's face. The moment she lets Marisa kind of start running her game on her, which I guess is every character at that point, Marisa can overwhelm her. And I wasn't using my Scudum command grab in this, which I should have been. I'm trying to work it more into my game plan, but it's hard because it pulls me out of my comfort zone. Um, and it forces me to take and there I'm working on ways so that it's not so risky because characters like Kimberly have a lot of really good lows, which unless I EX it, beats it every time. Yeah, and I messed up there. Yep. I was waiting for it. And I'm trying to capital, but I can't capitalize like because like when the high level Marisas were capitalizing on those mistakes that this Kimberly has been making, they were knocking off half her health. Right? She got maybe two, three mistakes, and if she messed up any more than that, she died. So unfortunately, I'm not that skilled yet. I'm not skilled enough to kill her off two mistakes. Yeah. And I'm not reacting to a lot of her stuff. I honestly don't run into many Kimberlys. So it's really difficult for me to jump back into, okay, dealing with Kimberly. I was trying to block there. I do not know why I got hit. Like, I should have been able to block the slide, and yep, and it went over it. I was waiting for it so I could try to level 3 her, but it went over it. Ugh. Yep, and she started countering with that. I do not know what happened there. Apparently, we both pressed the button at the exact same time, so they canceled each other out. That is the first time I've ever seen that happen. I would have tried. I honestly was thinking about trying Scud'em when I was in the corner and I did the empty jump and I came down with the kick. I was thinking about doing Scud'em, but the problem is whenever Kimberly blocks, or at least this Kimberly, every time she blocked, she would start walking backwards. So if I tried to Scud'em, the startup of Scud'em would have made it miss because she'd have been too far away. So I didn't know what the best thing I could have done there was. I'm still not drive rushing as much as I should be either. I tend to like to save my resources to defend myself rather than be offensive, and that is definitely a weakness in my play style because I like to save my resources for defense because Marisa has the offense, but I also can't do that. I can't save it for defense. I have to also use it for the offense because looking at higher level Marisas, um, her offense is very overwhelming when you input when you also include drive rushes. Mouth and brain trying not to work together. Yep, he got caught. I charged it up. I'm being a little bit more aggressive in this game because I don't know what this JP. I don't know if this JP is playing with me or if I don't know if this JP is playing with me or if he's, doing everything he can. So I'm still being really cautious, but I'm trying to be more aggressive to just try things out to see what will win. Like I went into this match and this is the exact same player from our first JP match. We got him again after the Kimberly. So I'm just see, there's the command. Yeah, try react. Tell me you can react to that at point blank range. But I don't expect to win these matches. What I'm expecting to do is try to find answers to JP's crap with Marisa. That's all I'm doing. So I'm being a bit more aggressive. I'm trying out DIs in certain places. You see me drive rushing quite a bit because I'm trying to drive rush through his projectiles, which you can do. Yep, caught me. I used to be so good at air to airs. What happened to that? I I incorporate one thing and I lose something else. I guess that's what separates great players from good players. Great players can take everything and incorporate it into something. Good players, the moment they incorporate one thing, they lose something. So, still, yeah, and then the teleport. So, yeah, still working on adapting, but I'm seeing that some things are working, at least against this JP. There are definitely things that are working. Um, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I was waiting for it then, and I was actually able to stop it. I Yeah, I got the hit, but I didn't believe. I got the hit, didn't believe. And to be fair, what I did there was the worst thing I could have done. I should have kept going with the two standing mediums because doing that first one is so negative on block. So I actually did the worst thing I could have done by just poking with it. That is not a poke tool. You do not poke with Marisa's standing uh, medium punch. All right, so next match. So I've done a little bit of experimentation in the previous match, just trying out things, seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work. So I did formulate a bit of a game plan in my head and just went for it. So yeah, both her standing medium punches are negative. Just go into them and do the Gladius. The Gladius keeps you safe. Yep. Up. Scud him. Yep. Because what my intent there was to scud him in the command grab, and he happened to do the DI, which stopped which the scud him stopped. Yep. And DI'd as he came down. Yeah. So I took this as he wasn't expecting me to be as aggressive, and I that seemed like a pretty convincing win, right? So I'm like, okay, he's gonna be on guard now, right? So yeah, watching out for the yeah. See, he's starting to like do the fake fireballs to try to get me to do something unsafe. The the two um the two parries you saw me do earlier, that was me trying to drive rush to him. Yep, out of the air, scud him, got you. Mm. Yeah, and I tried to drive rush again and didn't get it. Yep, he was right in range. He tried to jump, but Phalanx caught him. Yep, two very convincing wins, right? I was like, okay, okay, okay. I think I kind of got what's going on here. Uh, so, and into our third match. So we're 1-1. All right. Yep. He's starting to vary up his projectiles. I'm trying not to jump them if I can help it because I know that's a setup. Because his anti-air is very good. Got you. Yep. See, trying to incorporate Scud'em in. If I can get a jump in, if you block a jump in, I can get Scud'em. And I've seen high level players do it too. So I was like, okay, because I definitely want to command grab people, so let me do this. Yep. And caught him. Yep. Whew. Yep, yep. See, now, this was one of the things I noticed about my playstyle. It gets a little too predictable. If I can get Scud'em and grabs into my playstyle, it makes my opponent afraid of what's going to happen. They realize they can't just block, and that makes them have to literally decide if they're going to block or not. So I have noticed that when I mix, yep, and I was able to get the counter DI, and I think I killed here. Nope. I wasn't able to get it. I missed the Quadriga input. But he was so terrified of what was coming, he tried to press a button and yep, and we figured this player out. And this player was a pretty good JP. I my only issues, like, I can't say really anything negative about him. I don't really know anything about JP until I start using JP. And then we had 3 matches with a mirror Marisa. Let's see, do we have enough time? We might have enough time to go through this mirror match with Marisa. So then we had a platinum Marisa that we fought. So let's go into there. But I thought that was a fairly good JP. My only issue is he never used his counter. When there were a lot of times it would have saved him. He's the only JP I've seen that never uses it. And I don't know if in previous matches when he has used it, he's gotten punished so much that he just got out of the habit of using it or what. But what I would say to that JP player is, dude, use your counter. I mean, don't be all liberal about it so I can predict you doing it, but use your counter. It's really good. It counters everything, even grabs. So, yeah. So he played against this Marisa, and at first I was wondering what was going on. I think this Marisa in this first match was just seeing how I played because they were very passive, and I don't know why that beat the Scudum. It was a mid punch, so I don't know why that beat the Scudum. And I beat the armor startup on that Gladius. That's why I was able to win there. Otherwise, that Gladius would have punished me real hard. See, now they're trying to get in. They're poking. I'm trying to also see what they're going to do now. I expect them to be more aggressive, which they were much more aggressive in this round than in the first one. Yeah, see, I'm trying to do the drive rush into Scudum because I see that happen. Yep, grabbed. Yep, grab. I'm really weak to getting grabbed. I tried to empty jump there. That's what happened. I tried to empty jump. Yeah. Marisa versus Marisa fights are so hype, honestly. Gotcha. Up, down. I don't know if I can scud them for that distance. I think it pushes them out of Scudum range. I would love to do the knee. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I can do there if I catch them with DI. See, he knows. He's kicking me in the knees whenever he sees the Gladius happen. He knows. He's a Marisa player. He knows. Beat the armor. I did 2 hits and beat the armor. Yep. Okay. Yep. That was good. Empty jump, but DI'd the kick. So not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Um. All right. In replay, now we go into the next 2 matches. All right. So second match. Now, in these last two, in this match, in this match, I feel like I just got so unlucky on a lot of things. And it might have just been that this is a more skilled Marisa. I am more than willing to admit that. I'm not the most skilled Marisa. I'm not the best player in the world. So maybe just a more skilled Marisa. So we start off pretty good. Like we're poking at each other, trying to see where each other's ranges are. I wasn't close enough for a Scudum there. Tried to phalanx, he empty jumped. Yep, put him down the ground, going for a meaty. Yep, phalanx into punch. Yep, I was going for the grab and he just grabbed. All right. Tried to drive rush to pressure, didn't get it. Yeah, I was expecting that, which is why I got hit in the corner. I was expecting the Scudum grab, but he didn't, and so I got punished for trying to empty jump. But then he did go for it. Or she, because you never know. Yeah, I should have went for Scudum grab there. I need to. Yep. Yeah, and so this is something I noticed. He started doing standing heavy punch for when he was at certain ranges. See, he starts doing standing heavy punch, and I don't know if that is because standing heavy punch for Marisa is a good meaty or is a good way to stuff empty jumps. I've actually been seeing some of the higher level Marisas do it a lot too. They're doing it literally over other options they were doing earlier in the game. So I'm gonna have to start trying to incorporate it, but once again, it's outside of my comfort zone because I haven't been using it. So that was a weird trade. And this started happening a lot. I started jumping into the Gladius armor frames, and it doesn't seem like he's doing it on reaction. I just happen to be jumping into them. It's I was like, how? Like at first I'm like, how is he reacting and catching me with that every time? And then I go, I don't think he is. I think he's just throwing the Gladius out, and in my aggression, I'm jumping right into it. And it does happen in this next match too. It happens like 2 or 3 times, I think. And I'm sitting here like, okay, has he downloaded me and he's just knowing when I'm gonna jump, or is this just my bad luck? Nope, counter DI. So we start off pretty good here. Like we stop what he's trying to do. Yep. Then he starts throwing. Yep. We stuff that, but then he stuffs my Gladius. He's going in with that heavy look. He did it again. So maybe he reacted that time because when I left the ground, it was after I left the ground that he started doing it. So maybe he is reacting to the jump in. Yep, we stopped that. I have gotta get used to going into Damacarius. I've got to get used to going into Damacarius from the from the down light punches. I lose a lot of damage and pressure opportunities when I don't do that. So working on it, working on it. All right, down, fair. See, I tried to parry the Gladius because I knew it was coming, but I let go of the parry too fast. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yep. I should have done the lights. Yep, and he killed me here. This killed me. If I had gone into light punch, I would have beat the DI. If I had done the light punches, I could have beat the DI. Yeah, I like all I could do is be like, you got it, man, you got it. So yeah, that I think he was just reacting to me jumping off the ground. I was doing it from a fair distance away, so I'll have to keep that in mind for when other players do that to me. But yeah, so and we've been getting a lot of platinum players. But we're going to end this video there. Hope you guys enjoyed the matches. Hope you enjoyed my commentary and narration. If you are a Marisa player or playing against a Marisa, I hope you are. If you're interested in actually improving your game with your character or Marisa, I hope I'm giving you things to learn from. Like, I hope you watching me play is actually helping your own gameplay. But you guys take it easy, like and subscribe at the bottom because it helps me out and it's free. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Take care.